In the heart of our fields lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions. From the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe, agriculture is evolving to meet the demands of tomorrow. At the intersection of tradition and technology, we discover smarter ways to grow more, waste less, and harvest greener. Together, we are cultivating a future where every harvest sustains the earth and its people. Join us 9:30 a.m. Monday to Fridays on Aso TV, channel 392 DSTV, Star Times, channel 127, or YouTube live stream GSAI Initiative. Agriculture for today and tomorrow, as we share groundbreaking ideas, empowering farmers, and celebrate greener solutions. Together, let's grow the future.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Agriculture for Today and Tomorrow, where we promote smart solutions for greener harvest. I remain Daniel Black, your host, and this TV show is a media for agricultural development project of GSAI, that is Growth for Sustainable Agriculture Initiative, the NGO that focuses on supporting African farmers to adopt sustainable agricultural practices. Today we'll be having a very interesting conversation, very exciting conversation, because funding is a very sensitive and key topic when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to business. And today we will be talking about how to access funding as a small agribusiness. Someone says, I want to go into farming, or how can I get into farming? And we'll be discussing that with the Group CEO of Dial and Trust Holdings, Mr. CHISOM E. Anoliefo. He is not the first time on our show. He has been here before, and we have always been having a robust conversation. Mr. CHISOM, thank you for coming again to our show.
Thank you for having me once again.
Yes, Mr. CHISOM, it's a beautiful time to be discussing and encouraging farmers, encouraging agribusiness holders on how to have funding, because if you look around, there are so many opportunities availing themselves, but farmers are not able to get it. So today we'll be talking about how to access funding as a small agribusiness. So basically, let's just delve right into it. I will just open the floor to you to give us an expatiated conversation on how a small agribusiness can access funding, the kind of funds available, and what they should do to be able to reach out to this one. So please, by all means.
Okay, thank you very much. Funding, like you have rightly said, is very critical to business success, and there are different stages of funding. There is the startup or the seed capital funding. There is what I call the reinforcement funding. There is the push funding, and there is also what I call the float funding. These are different levels of funding that businesses require at different stages of growth of the business. And also accessing funding, most people feel funds are far-fetched. They are not easy to come by, but one of the things I see there is actually bridge of or the gap in information. The gap in information. Period to me speaking from a personal experience.
Please, by all means, that's what we want.
Period to me coming into Abuja and joining an organization called Yali. There are a whole lot of fundings opportunities that I never knew existed. And some of them I already know, something like the Tony Elumelu Foundation grant. I've been hearing about it before I came into Abuja, but this Nigerian mentality that they already know who they want to give the funds to, the money to. I never believed in it till when I got exposed and saw young people who have been able to access this funding. That was when I get to understood that this is real. And luckily or fortunately, I tried the application once, and I got the funding.
Oh, your first application?
My first application.
Interesting.
And this is to tell you that the information gap is also a problem, because talking about funding, there are different funding opportunities like this grant. There is government funding through the government funding as well. There is also a place of personal branding. to be able to position yourself to access these funds.
Okay.
So I think I would.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, personal branding, access to information. So let me pick points there.
Okay.
What is the, so because of course for you to solve any problem you need to first know why, or know, in fact, identify the problem. Why are small businesses not having access to information? Are this information hidden in the clouds? Where are these information? Why are small businesses not seeing this information?
Okay. One of the things I would say to answer that, still speaking from personal experience, why small businesses are not having access to this information is because of positioning.
Okay.
Because of positioning. You know, most people are not, they feel like most people would say I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert and all of that. You know, they try to limit their space.
Okay.
They try to, they don't go out to position themselves, join organizations, go out, meet friends, socialize, network. That is the right word, exactly. Network, because that is the only way you gain access to some of those informations that you don't already have.
So yeah, because this word networking, so many people misunderstand the word networking and they think it is where you go and make friends. I think from what you mentioned, networking is go and get information.
Go and get information.
Go and get information. So yeah, so we've identified that most of these small businesses do not go out to get this information. They wait for this information to come to them.
And secondly, where the mentality aspect comes in.
Okay.
Because some of these small businesses already know this information, or they are privileged to come by this information. But because of that mentality,
where they feel that they cannot get it.
They cannot get it. That these people, they already know who they want to give this from. It doesn't work for me. I don't have the grace for it.
I don't have the grace.
I used to even have that kind of mindset, and I'll be like, I don't have luck for all these things.
No, because in Nigeria, I think there is a deep-seated distrust for the system. So by the time you see something like that, you believe that
yes.
And you're coming here to tell us that it is a wrong mindset.
Okay, now you are putting me on the spot.
It's interesting because so many people, this thing you've pointed out is very key. So many people have sat back and have refused to reach out for some of these opportunities because they believe that in fact it's a whole corrupted system. They will not get it. And you are here saying that for the first time you applied for Tunelu Melu Foundation grant, you got it, and by implication of what you're saying, you did not know anybody, you were not part of any hidden list, they did not send your name from the senator's office. So the import of the conversation is that young people need to start stepping up and applying for these things.
Exactly.
Because so let me not take your role now. You are the guest, right? You are the guest. So okay, we've talked about access to information, and we've delved into mentality. How can we manage this mentality? Because I know you're very skeptical, because of course there are issues, there are cases of corruption, there are cases of nepotism where people put in their people. But as a young person, so what has now, apart from the fact that you have practically won and you now feel, oh, this thing is real, how can you small businesses, especially in the agricultural sector, manage these thoughts? How do they identify opportunities that they should go for and the ones that, is there a way to know?
Okay, one of the ways small businesses like ours can equally manage this mentality system is also drives back to networking. Because remember, I told you I used to have this mentality also, and it was as a result of networking where I got to see other young people like me from a poor background and average background getting this opportunity. Group
CEO, you are not from a poor background. Group CEO, Dan and Trust Holdings, you are not from a poor background, sir.
So don't go there. Don't go there. So joining this network actually made me to understand that it exposed me to see that these things are real, and people are getting it. So networking can also be a way of changing this mentality.
Okay, so let me now ask you, so because I really want us to be practical here in this session. Now that your mentality changed, what are you doing differently in your business that is positioning your business to be able to get funding?
Very good, very good. One of the things I'm doing, or let me even start from before the funding, because aside getting the funding, there are several things you need to do as a business person, as a small business, to be able to position your business to access these opportunities. And one of those things is to actually get your business registered. No matter how small it is. You know, most persons they take these things for granted. And when I discuss with small businesses, I ask them, is your business, do you have a CSE certificate? Some of them will be like, what is CSE certificate? You know, some of them are not even aware of it, of the necessity of getting their registering your business is one of the first step to accessing funding. Because without registering your business, there is nothing to invest in. There is nothing to invest in.
So you need to, a pipe dream.
So you need to get your business registered.
Don't overflow, you know, we have a short of time. So yes, you've mentioned, so you know the question was what I do differently. Yes.
Secondly, also you need to get your accounts in order. That's your financial books. You need to, you know, take your record keeping very, very serious. Be keeping your record very well, so that you can have something to present when, you know, trying to access these fundings.
So we cannot be doing this business like our backyard business.
Yes, if you are doing it as your, you know, business is about growing, right? So at that point where you are starting small, you might not be, you know, be doing all this to have an employee and accountant, but normal just income, expenses, recording your income, recording your expenses, it's very, very important and crucial to accessing funding for your business. That's two. Then also one of the ways you can also position is to be able to how will I put it, is to be able to try to network as well. Network, apply for opportunities. Don't get tired of applying for these opportunities.
So get formalized.
Exactly.
Get formalized. Keep your record straight, and then network. Get people to know you.
Be consistent.
Be consistent.
Be consistent.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so as we are rounding up this episode, I know you are, as under Dad and Trust Holdings, I know you are involved in some other intervention initiatives for businesses. So is there any program, any initiative you're currently doing to help businesses have this information and correctly position for these fundings that we are talking about?
Okay, thank you very much.
I want you to mention the DEPA initiative. Yes.
Okay, so this is where DEPA initiative is a development of entrepreneurship and poverty alleviation initiative. It's a philanthropic arm of Dial and Trust Holdings. And one of the reasons why we founded this organization is to be able to bridge this information gap, like I said earlier, because there is a lot of opportunities out there, and most entrepreneurs are not aware of this opportunity. So we have different programs. We have like the entrepreneurship funding drive under DEPA initiative, where we get to expose these entrepreneurs. We have a community of entrepreneurs where we get to expose these entrepreneurs to how they can position their businesses to access these fundings. What are those funding opportunities? We get to share it with them, both internationally and national funding opportunities as well. We equally have the Jack and Master program, which is basically, you know, these entrepreneurs, you want to run these businesses, there are key skills, both soft skills and hard skills, that you need to have to enable you to be able to manage this funding when you have them. So these are some of the programs we have on that.
Interesting. And I'm happy that you're already doing something to ensure that you breach this information gap. Viewers, that is all we'll be taking today on agriculture for today and tomorrow. You have heard it here. Position your business, network, and of course take your documentation and your record keeping seriously if you are interested in fundraising, in getting external funding for your business. But if you're not, of course you can continue to run your business the way you like it. As for agribusinesses, we must grow, we must do differently. Remember, this is agriculture for today and tomorrow, where we promote smart solutions for greener harvest, and I remain Daniel Black. We've been discussing with the very affable CHISOM Anoliefo, who is the group CEO of Dial and Trust Holdings, and we've been talking about how to access funding for small agribusinesses in Nigeria. I will be seeing you in the next episode. Follow us on social media to keep updated. See you.
In the heart of our fields lies the future of agriculture, sustainable, innovative, and powered by smart solutions. From the rich soil of Africa to high-tech farms around the globe, agriculture is evolving.